All right, January 2023. Here's our net worth video. We're going to see how this year is starting off for us. It's only a metric we use to ensure that we're going to be able to reach our fire date in 2024. So stick around and we'll see how it all plays out.
Now we are going to talk to you about our net worth. And if you don't track it, you don't know where your money is going. It doesn't matter if you make a lot of money or if you don't make money. You need to know where you are.
Yeah, it's the only way you're going to get to where you want to go, right? If you have no idea where your money is going and where you stand in the overall picture, it's really hard to get to your end goal.
Yeah, but we can help you out because we have a spreadsheet that you can use, and that spreadsheet is free. All that you have to do is click on the link and download it. So that's the first thing. The second one is we track hours just to ensure that we are on the right track. Other than, just knowing where you are, it's just a metric that we use to see what are things that we can improve it or not.
Yeah, because for a lot of people, their net worth is what they're going to be, and for us too, is what they're going to be retiring on and drawing down. Our goal is not to draw down the net worth. In fact, we're just going to be living as much as possible off of our dividend income. However, as our net worth grows, our dividend income grows, which means we are closer than ever to our fire date.
Yes, and as example is our dividend income for January 2023. There is a video, we just reached over $3,000 in dividends per, I was gonna say per year, but we don't know yet. For the month of January, it was over $3,000, which is great. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, you might consider subscribing because every weekend, it's usually on Sundays, we post a new video about our financial independence journey. Enough of me talking, let's talk about our net worth.
Like always, we're going to talk about our principal residence here in Toronto. Currently, we had valued that at $1,030,000 because we had an assessment done this time last year from the bank. That's what they told us it was worth. And then 2022 hit. Inflation skyrocketed, interest rates went crazy. So we've had a lot of people say that perhaps that value is no longer realistic. So we did some research. We looked at the Toronto Real Estate Board and what they are saying the decrease in prices has been, as well as comparable sales that are currently still happening in and around our area, and have come up with 8%. We are going to decrease the value of our principal residence here in Toronto by 8%, which is going to take it from $1,030,000 down to $950,000. So that's what we're going to use for the foreseeable future until interest rates start to drop back down and home sales start to take off a little bit again.
Yes. On the other hand, when we bought our home, our condo in 2019, yes, it will be our home. When we bought it in 2019, the price was $137,500. This is the amount that we have been using since 2019. We went to Brazil at the end of the year. We had a chance to speak with a real estate agent, and we said, okay, if we were to sell our place today, what would be the price? Prices within the same, area within our region, and the condo got actually an increase, which is what we were actually expecting. Instead of using $137,500, so with the price going up, the new price of the condo is going to be $160,000.
And that's a 16% increase over what we purchased it for 4 years ago, which is right on average with the 4% increase per year. And even in Brazil, where everything is tracking the same as it is here in Canada, the prices are still going up in João Pessoa and in the Northeast Coast in general, as people realize they can work remotely and digital nomads are starting to come to the area. So if you're a digital nomad and want a condo on the beach in Brazil to stay at for a while, let us know. We got a nice one.
We do have a nice one, and the great thing is go and check it out. You're gonna see it, the reasons why. Speaking about that, I just was thinking, okay, what is the next thing that I need to do? It's the third time that we are recording this video, so I have it even on my mind. If you have been following our journey to financial independence, you might be tired of us saying, here's the price of the house, here's the price of the condo. We thought that, you know what, let's just sum them up together, and you can see when we talk about real estate, it's the price of the house plus the condo. Moving forward, our real estate value is at
$1,110,000.
So the 950 plus 160,000. So you got it, 1.1.
Yeah.
1.11, I should say.
The next asset we're going to talk about is another tricky one and is going to be undergoing changes this year, but that is the pension that I will receive when I turn 50. Currently, we are using $34,054 as a yearly income that I would receive from this pension. Over the course of the past year, we've learned a lot of things about what to expect when I turn 50 if I quit working next year. And I really don't think that $34,000 would be a realistic amount now. It could be closer to $20,000, $25,000 a year if we leave it in the pension. So going forward, we may try to change the pension value to its actual value, which is the commuted value. If I were to pull out my contributions to that pension plan, what I would receive. That being said, we need to check with the pension company because there's other calculations we absolutely need run this year. And if running a commuted value calculation will affect our ability to run those other calculations, we won't be doing it. Those other calculations are far more important right now than that commuted value. So right now, we're going to leave it at the $34,054, but the value of that pension is far greater than that amount.
Yeah, and the only way that we can do this in November when Christine turns 45. Before that, she cannot, I mean, she has like 3 scenarios, right? But not the ones with her quitting, deciding to leave next year. So that's why it's $34,054. Yeah. Let's talk about investments. When you think about investments, it's basically how much we have invested on the stock market. We consider ourselves hybrid, meaning that we have investments on real estate, and of course, all the stocks that we have all over the place. And speaking of those investments, the RSPs, the TFSAs, and disposal RSPs that we both have it, we ended the month with $356,092.
And then we have one other margin account that isn't included in that other investment category. We keep this separate because this is the account where we're investing all of the equity, most of the equity that we pulled from the house. That account ended the month at $194,902.
Yes, if we sum everything up for all of our assets, we ended the month of January 2023 with $1,695,048.
Then we got to look at those liabilities. Yes. So the very first one, again, is the principal residence here in Toronto. And now this one is the only real estate one that we have a liability on because the condo in Brazil is completely paid off now. So the liability for our house in Toronto includes the actual outstanding mortgage portion of that loan, as well as what we've withdrawn from the home equity line of credit. So together that gives us our liability for our principal residence of $775,869.
The second liability that we have is a car finance that we started, it was back in 2018 actually. So it's been 5 years, and don't do this, guys.
No. Things you learn along the way.
Things that you learn along the way. So, but I ended up financing a car in 5 years, and no, 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years, which is not gonna be the case. So you'll be ending,
this soon.
But if you think about it, look at December's video. The net worth in December, the car finance was about $10,000. As you can see now, it's just over $5,400. By the end of this year, definitely, hopefully next month or the next months, we are gonna close that down. It's done, and the only liability that we're gonna have is
the house.
So how did we end up with our liabilities?
So adding those two together, we came out with a total liability of $781,341.
That is correct.
So the net worth calculation is where we're going to take the total assets of $1,695,048, subtract our liabilities of $781,341, giving us our net worth for January 2023 of $913,707.
Yes, here we are with our net worth. So it's a good number. Thanks for sticking up to this point, and this is the time now that we share with you our financial summary throughout those years.
900?
It is over 900, yes.
He's not going to say anything again because you never know if it's going to drop.
For how long, we don't know. June was a lovely month, you know. I'm sure that your investments, they also went up, but as we do record this video in mid-January, so the last week, the stock market just had another hit.
Who knows what's gonna
It's
happen.
okay. We can't control, but you can control and hit the like button so more people can see
Our up and down
our
journey.
ups and downs, and they can see our financial independence journey. And if you like it, if you don't like it, just put like
No thumbs down.
yeah.
But what is new this year as well is Jean has included new graphs, guys.
I know. Isn't it exciting? If you have not seen the dividend income for January 2023, you can also see new graphics. So if I do update the graphics from the dividends, I also have to do for the net worth. And that's what you can see on your screen now. Look at this, how beautiful
It's
it
so
is, like
beautiful.
this blue, you know. This blue represent the assets. And another thing that we brought up to you is you can now see since we started tracking our net worth, which it goes back to July of 2020. As we are in 2023, it's going to be 3 years since we started tracking our net worth. And you can see the progress so far. Basically, in July of 2020, our assets, they were around 1.34 mil.
The liabilities are that beautiful red area that you're not seeing. So red means negative in the financial world. So our assets in July of 2020 started out at 736,000. So that's that red area along the bottom.
Yes, and the last one is the net worth, which is the dark blue one. We started the net worth in July of 2020 with just over $603,000.
And the net worth was actually less than our liabilities at the very beginning of our
That's
journey.
true.
So we had more liabilities than we did our net worth. So that's sort of flipped around, which is
Kind of nice. And you might even have, a negative net worth, which is okay as long as you find ways to make money, to save money, and to invest your money. You're gonna see a result. We just stick to your plan and make changes as you learn, which is the case with us, right?
Yep, exactly. So if we're going to compare it to January 2023, the assets have actually increased over the course of our investing journey 26%, which is quite phenomenal in 3 years. I feel like that's a pretty good return on our investment.
100%. You can see the liabilities, they remain the same, and this is actually natural, so we are expecting that. The fact that we are using our house here to invest, the HELOC, you are not gonna see a lot of fluctuation for the liabilities, right?
Exactly, yeah. And then overall, if you take a look at that net worth line, like we mentioned before, it started off down in the red area of the graph, and now it's over and up into the blue area. So the net worth is growing, it's changing, and it's increasing. You just have to stay consistent and persistent.
100%. The perfect world is gonna be assets up, net worth up, and liabilities the same.
Yeah.
Or liabilities going down. We don't want to do this right now because this is the plan that we have in our minds, and
it serves a very good purpose right now
does.
for us to have that liability sitting where it is.
So the goal is get this dark blue line by 1.3, which is gonna be our goal. As of today, we are 70% of our goal of having our net worth at $1,300,000.
That was actually a goal that we had in 2022, one of our financial goals. Clearly did not
work.
But we're going to give it another try this year, just like we're giving paying off that car another try.
Yes.
We're going to keep trying for these goals we didn't meet. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Good tip for you if you want to get this net worth, and if you should start tracking this, is really important, because if you don't know where you are in terms of your financial journey, so you don't know if you are making improvements or not, right? So this net worth with the graphics and everything that we use it, so you can download it for free. The link is available in the comments, and also you can see on your screen now.
So that's where we ended January of 2023. I think that the year is off to a really good start. Hopefully February follows suit, but if not, we're not losing hope. We have great hopes and expectations for 2023.
Joe Hebben.
Yeah. We hope you guys had a great week. Let us know how you're all doing down below. Fingers crossed you're following along and you're also seeing a little uptick.
Yes. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. And thanks for letting us be part of your journey.
Take care.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, fingers crossed maybe. Do you think it recorded and has audio this time?
Well, I can still see a red, so let me stop. Okay, one more time.
There should be no need to edit this time because third time we should have this thing down like that.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Let's go. Oh, my nose. My nose is itchy, but it's all good because